There's a difference between following your intuition and greed. I was on a quest of following my intuition, and it led me to be in a really difficult financial situation, very tight. I feel like that's kind of similar to moments where you like follow what, you know, follow God, which maybe a lot of Christians would say. I believe in God too, but when I talk about God and my intuition, I just feel like that's God talking through me, talking to me. It's just kind of like those moments where you just listen to God, and then it doesn't turn out the way that you thought it would be by listening to God, and then you're like end up in a worse situation to where it feels like, not worse, but you end up like in a situation where it's like, but God, like, I feel like I'm let down because, and maybe not that, but you thought it would be this if you listen. There's a lot of like confusion between, and then that's where the self-doubt comes in, because there's a lot of people who don't have beliefs in like following your intuition. At least back, I mean, I'll say back then, but like when I first started, when you guys hear me talking about all the intuition stuff, like nobody, I mean, there's obviously a lot of people talking about it, but I feel like it's becoming more mainstream, I guess you would say. Like, like I knew all I needed, the only validation I needed, which I really didn't need or shouldn't even be seeking validation, but when Gary Vee started talking about intuition, I was like, yeah. But then again, if the one of the people that I look up to, like outside of people that I know, which is Gary Vee, love him, is preaching intuition, and he's in the place that he's in, like, there's something I must be doing wrong here, and I do know. So going back to what my friend told me is that you there's a difference between following your intuition and greed. Mm. Let me say that again. There's a difference between following your intuition and greed, being greedy, because you are dealing with the lack. So, in essence, maybe you follow your intuition initially, but you try to make things happen like quick because you're in need. So actually,